I wish I was enough. I wake up tired, not the kind sleep fixes, but the kind that lives inside the bones. Like something in me stopped trying years ago and forgot to tell my body. The mirror feels heavier than it should, like it's holding every version of me that almost became someone but never did. I stare and all I see is soft failures, quiet disappointments, a face that looks like someone's still waiting to become worthy. I wish I was pretty enough, not for the world, just for myself, just enough to look without feeling like I'm apologizing for existing. I wish I was good enough to silence the voice that counts my mistakes like they're the only proof I was ever alive. I wish I could love enough without feeling like my love spills out of broken hands, never reaching anyone completely. I wish I was better enough to fix the parts of me that ache in silence, the parts that sit in crowded rooms and still feel completely invisible. I wish I was perfect enough, so maybe I wouldn't feel like a draft of a person, still unfinished, still unwanted, still not chosen. Some nights I don't cry anymore because grief gets tired too, and sadness becomes a quiet roommate who sits beside me and says nothing. There's an emptiness that doesn't scream, it just exists like a hollow room inside my chest where hope used to live. I wish life was better enough for me to believe I belong here, because sometimes breathing feels like borrowing air that was meant for someone stronger. I walk through days like a ghost of someone who hasn't died but isn't living either. And I wonder if anyone would notice if I slowly faded into the quiet. I wish I could see light, but darkness feels familiar, like the only place that doesn't expect anything from me. I am tired of carrying all the versions of myself I never became, tired of hoping, tired of hurting, tired of pretending I'm okay. Sometimes I think the saddest thing about me is not that I'm broken, it's that I'm still here holding the pieces and wondering if they were ever meant to fit together at all. And still, somewhere buried beneath the quiet and the heavy air, a small voice whispers, what if you were always enough, and the world just never taught you how to see it? But even that hope feels fragile, so I hold it like less afraid. Even my sadness might break it too, and I sit with that thought like a flicker, barely breathing, barely alive, a fragile little light shaking in the every part of me into something smaller, quieter, easier to forget. I wish I was brave enough to believe tomorrow might hold something other than the same gray silence following me home. Sometimes I feel like I was born with a missing piece, like everyone else got instructions on how to exist, and I was handed a quiet apology. And I tried, God, I tried to be softer, kinder, warmer, better, but it always felt like I was pouring light into a room with no windows, watching it disappear before it ever reached me. There are days I feel like a fading photograph, left in the sun, still there, but slowly losing everything that once mattered.